my angling friends, here we are, Crofton Lake, absolutely beautiful, as you can tell. Been here since the crack of dawn, and I mean the crack of dawn. It was about 6 o'clock when I got here, absolutely pitch black. Struggled to put everything together. Oh, what a nightmare. Forgot my gimbal, forgot my tripod, forgot my GoPro, so I haven't got a clue what this video is going to be like. Just have to record it off my phone and see how we go. I might have to scratch this one off as my first YouTube fishing video, but we'll give it a crack anyway, why not? But look at this, absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. So rods have been in the water for maybe half an hour. Just made myself a brew. Not raining yet. It's not meant to rain today. Don't mind if it does, like, but it's not meant to. But oh, fish rising. So yeah, I didn't get a chance to walk around the lake this morning. Pitch black. Didn't want to spook any fishes with my torch. So what I've done is I've gone to the peg that I caught my PB on a couple of weeks ago. And this fish rising over. See, it's always the same, innit? It's fish rising, bubbling away on every swim but mine. But hopefully, put some bait out this morning. Lots of flavour. Hopefully we'll get them swimming towards my swim. So I'll give you a quick peek at my setup. Oh, let me just spin you around. I'm having to use my phone. What an idiot. There we go. Right, here's setup. No, I haven't camped the night, but I thought I'll bring me stuff and just be comfortable. Be comfortable. And there's the rods. So we've got lilies straight in front of us, which I haven't gone for this morning. I've gone for the lilies just in that bit there and around that area there. That's where I caught my PB, so hopefully we'll either catch them again or do better. But it doesn't matter. We're fishing, not catching. Well, I'd like to catch. Nobody likes to draw blank. But just being here, look at this place. Absolutely fantastic. Right, howdy doody. So I brought me rods in, not much happening, so I thought I'll put another bag on and we'll do a recast. So I've made some PVA mesh bags with some boilie and some crushed boilie, and some juice has gone in there. Left them to soak overnight. I'll show you the mess in a minute. So yeah, so I've got hair rig with a mainline boilie. I find mainline, the cell boilies on here work an absolute treat. I've tried quite a few different things, sweet corn, not a stitch. And then when I started using, in fact one of the guys that fish on here, a lot of them are reluctant to give away information, but this guy absolutely mint, very helpful. He says get some cell boilies and see how you go with them. So took his advice and caught my first carp. Go figure. So I'm still using the cell boilies, but like I say, I have coated them overnight in again Smart Cell by Mainline. It's a must, and it's PVA friendly, so you can wax them inside the bag before you cast it out. Bit more attraction, but I'm not going to do it with this one. So overnight I've had crushed boilie and boilies soaking in the Smart liquid. As you can see, lovely jubbly. Oh, drop it all over the floor, yeah, like an idiot. So yeah, that should last me the day. I've been catapulting a few boilies over there with the liquid on it. So I've got a nice little spread going out there. Let's get these in the water and we'll see where we go. Well, quick update my friends, not a lot happening. Well, there is, but just not here. So the fish are jumping fairly rapid on the other side of the lilies. I'll show you. So if I zoom in, yeah, just over there in that little hollow, I've seen about 4 or 5 jumping right out the water over there. There we go, right on cue. But obviously I'm in the wrong place. I should be fishing over them pegs there. But hey, story of my life. Right guys, that's the rods stowed away. Empty pod. And now we're going to go for a wander. Go for a wander around this beautiful lake. So yeah, just had a couple of liners. No real takes or anything like that. Which, yeah, I suppose I'm a little disappointed because it's my first YouTube video. And looks like I'm going to, well no, blanked so far. I'm not going to say it looks like I'm going to blank, but I've blanked so far. But we live in hope. After all, it is fishing. If we were just catching, it'd be called catching. As you can see, there's a otter fence all the way around this lake. And it's not commercial neither. So it's not regularly stocked. Volunteers come round and they feed the carp a couple of times a week. Here's a nice little peg, I'll just turn you around. Nice little peg there. And on the lily pads, there's a couple of bubbles over there. But yeah, very, very nice. We'll keep wandering round. So as you can see, Storm Amy kind of tore through Cumbria. Not as much damage as they said it was going to be, but it left a bit of a mess. Another peg here. You can only really cast straight over, and trees isn't where, but you don't need to cast that far, it's only over there. But nothing bubbling. We shall carry on. And there's footpath, so it is open to the public. I think it's between 7 and half 4 the gates get half 4 the gates get shut. There goes another peg. Wind's getting up again. Could do without that. Oh, bloody arm's getting tired. There you go, so that's the end of that first island there. I think the river, I think the lake's come up about a foot and a half, maybe 2. And I can hear something rippling over there. I'm going to go and have a look in a minute. But yeah, check out that. Check out that. Nice space for a, you can stick a bivvy on here as well. Oh. Let's go around here and have a look. Oh, it was a bloody duck. I thought it was a carp on the surface for a minute there. Very nice. Keep walking. Walking and talking. Beautiful walk. Not many people fishing here today. I think there's a couple around the other side. We'll go and have a crack, see if we've had anything, any luck. At least that rain's held off. Clouds opened up before, I thought it was going to absolutely tear it down. There's a nice little swim there. Back on the footpath. There you go, there's a nice little space for your bivvy. Can't wait to get my overnight ticket. Oh, you'll know I'll be down here first thing in the morning, camp overnight, and go when it gets dusk. Not so keen on the pegs with the steps down. It's alright for enough for me. I'm too bloody clumsy. I'll end up going a cropper. Do myself a mischief. Peg. Now I fished this peg before. Tried on them reeds. I only fished it for a couple of hours. But I had to go up them reeds there. No joy. But this is like a wind tunnel down here. The wind just comes down. I do like this spot over here. Very nice. Loving it. Loving it. So these pegs here were the first two pegs me and my son fished. We had the bivvy right here. And two pegs fairly close together. Now I do believe just over there, maybe zoom in, yeah, just round there, it's a gravelly. A few carp have been known to be caught on here, and this peg next door. Just that one there. Nice reeds over there. I see a little bit of movement over there. Maybe not getting it too well on the camera, but a bit of movement in them reeds. I don't think it's the wind. Yeah. Carry on. Carry on, carry on, it doesn't really matter. There we go. So I've just been talking to Charlie and Kev, and there's a few hundred carp in here. That was a bit unexpected. I've spoken to other fishermen, and all I got was, oh, there's not that many. There's a few, but there's not that many. Yeah, a few hundred, I'll do. It's just finding the buggers. Just finding them. There you go. Nice. And a few people have cast in there and caught. Amongst the reeds. So there's quite a few decent pegs here, but like I say, I'm a beginner, not too sure on anything at the minute. Like I say, leave comments, tips, much appreciated. Much appreciated. I'm trying different methods myself. I've tried the method feeder. I don't know, I don't feel comfortable with a method feeder. But obviously it works because people use it. And I've seen people catching on YouTube but it's never really worked for me. Hair rig, spinner rig, Ronnie rig, they seem to be my go-tos. If it's not broke, don't fix it, that's what I say. But I'm all up for trying new stuff. Heli rigs, but it's the knots and stuff. Oh god, overhanders and knotless knot. I'd never heard of a knotless knot until I started carp fishing, and I've tied them. Not, you know, yeah, I've tied them. Let's just say I've tied them. Here's a nice little swim. No movement. This part of the lake, I'm sure they call it the canal. I was told the canal's at the back end of the lake. And this is the back end of the lake. Now when I walked around here for the first time, I wasn't too keen on fishing around here because it looks kind of, I don't know, stagnant-y type. There's a board missed. Oh, a board broken. Until it doesn't get fished that much on here. Maybe because there's no fish down here. Well, there will be fish down here surely. Surely. Maybe because it's underfished, I should maybe have a go up here. Like I say, it's not a commercial fishery. Oh, look at that. That is mint. There's something living in there. Hello! Winnie the Pooh! What a beautiful tree. Look at that. Don't ask me what kind of tree it is. I'll probably say something like a willow. I don't know. I'm not up on trees. I'm not up on trees at all. A tree's a tree. Beautiful things. Beautiful. Ah, have a look at this guy. See, very quiet. No movement. Oh, that board's a bit squishy. Yeah, not much movement here. See how I mean? It looks a bit stagnant-y. But I have heard fish have been caught from here, so it's just where the fish are. And I'm not seeing many over here. Well, I'm not seeing any over here, to be honest. So this is the back of the lake. Excuse my squeaky shoe. Well, I hope you're enjoying this little tour. Like I said, it's a beautiful lake. I thought, first YouTube video, I thought I'd give you a nice tour of me local lake. Like I said, I've only been a member for, what, 6 months or so. Oh, I've covered the lens, come on man. See, bloody amateurs. It can only get better. You can still see my finger. How do you bloody hold this thing? There we go. So yeah, amateur. Things can only get better. Oh, got a little duck family. Let's have a look. Little quack quacks. I don't want to scare them. There we go. But yeah, look guys, it is a peg. Oh, I've scared them. Sorry dudes. But I don't know. I don't think that's fishable, to be honest. Still quiet. like a mill pond. Nothing at all brewing. Right, we'll carry on. Nice little seating area. Feed the birds, tuppence a bag. Tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a bag. Stop it, come on, mate. Can't sing. The minute can't even bloody fish. But I'm enjoying it. That's what it's all about. Get out. Fresh air. You know what I mean? If you're stuck in an office, 9 to 5, 5 days a week, and you spend 2 days, I don't know, doing nothing, just sitting at home, watching telly. One day, just one day, get yourself out and unwind. It just takes one day to unwind from the 5 days you've just done at work. Yeah. So I've got one more day off tomorrow. Spend it with my beautiful wife, who absolutely nailed the Hadrian's Wall walk. So proud of her, it is unbelievable. 87 miles. Took her 5 days, done it for charity, hospice at home, great charity. But yeah, she nailed it, absolutely nailed it. Phoned me and teased a couple of times, and when I picked her up, brought her home, her feet, oh my god, her feet are ribbons, absolutely tattered, blisters on blisters. Lost 3 toenails. I think she lost 2 toenails on day 3. Still had 2 more days to go, walking about with 3 toenails missing. Imagine the pain. But she done it, and honestly, so proud. Proud of you, darling, absolutely. So she's on the mend, and she needs to mend quickly because she's got a driving lesson this week, driving test this week. So if you can all give the thumbs up and wish her good luck, be much appreciated. Right, I've got a couple of fisher dudes down here, so what I'll do is I'll turn camera off until we get past them, because if they don't want to be on film, I don't want to record them. So if they do, we'll have a crack and I'll switch it back on in a bit. Right, I'm back, guys. Yeah, there's a couple of fishermen on this side. I didn't want to intrude. Had a good crack though. Always learn something. Right, you can see my my little. Where are we? Zoom in. Where am I? There we are. That's my little rig setup over yonder. But I've just had a walk around here, and the fish that are rising and bubbling over there is unbelievable. Totally picked the wrong spot. Underneath these trees here on the far side. So I've never fancied fishing this side of the lake. It's always, I don't know, it captures the wind, but it's really calm here. I think I'm on the windiest spot. Well, no, I don't think it is. It's not windy now. The wind has dropped, but it's changed like that because I'm bubbling over there. I can zoom in on the little buggers. Look at them. I'm not moving my gear. It'll take me an hour to get everything set up. Well, take everything down and set back up. But back on. Get back round here. Put rods back in water. And get something to scran. Yeah. Bloody starving. Bloody starving. I brought some hydrated stuff. I've got a pot noodle I might just smash. But, oh, look at this. Look how beautiful and calm this is. So this is the spot for disabled fishermen. Fisher people. Got to be politically correct nowadays. But isn't that tidy? Caters for all ages, all disabilities. What a lake. And they're bubbling over there. I'm not going to look over there. I'm sick of looking over there, because that's where all the fish are. Yeah. Lily pads down there. Snag Central. Snag Bros. Snag Bros, they're the ones I was trying to remember before. How can I forget the Snag Bros? Honestly. If you look through this channel, and I don't know how to put a link in and stuff like that, but yeah, Snag Bros, give them a shout. Absolutely hilarious. Do you know what? I'd love to fish with them boys. Hey Snag Bros, if you ever watch this, give us a bell, mate. Right then, my fellow anglers. So yeah, after spitting the dummy, I'm still smiling on the inside, believe me. I'm not deflated in any way, shape or form. So yeah, rods are back out. I have been advised when I was doing my little walk round, when I actually stopped recording because there was a couple of guys over there, to ditch the boilies that I've been soaking in the smart liquid and just have a go with a straight cell boilie. So I took the advice. I've got one out on one that I soaked and I've got one out on a straight cell. So hopefully, what the hell, thought I had a flu. Yeah, so hopefully, fingers crossed, but we're knocking on now. I think it's about, I don't know, 3 o'clock. Been here since what, 6? Feeling a bit knackered, been up since 4 o'clock. Well, no, half 3. Half 3 I got up. Couldn't wait to get here. And I'm kind of gutted that I've only got a few hours left. It's not that I haven't caught, it's just that I enjoy being here. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't enjoy being here? No work, just fish. But I've just been speaking to a young lad there, and he said every peg he's seen, he's walked past today, he's found they've been bubbling. Doesn't know whether it's tench or carp, but bubbling away. And then he pointed out over by my peg where I'm standing right now that they were bubbling under the lily pads. I did see it, but I can't see anymore. But yeah, it's looking like we're gonna blank, people. Blankety blank, blankety blank. Only if I win a blankety blank checkbook and pen. Maybe for the older generation, not for you young'uns. But yeah, still loving life, still loving it here. Just enjoying the scenes, the tranquility, the wildlife, everything. More bubbles down below. So yeah, I've got walkers coming, so I'm not gonna record, so I'll bring you back hopefully when my rod goes. See you in a bit. Righty ho, my carp friends, we have drawn a blank. Woohoo! First of many. Won't be not the first, definitely not the first, and it definitely won't be the last. But beautiful lake still, happy days. Those rods are away, and bivvies away, all packed up, ready to go, leave no trace, as usual. And I will catch you on the next vlog. Round 2 of blanking, round 2 of catching carp. This is rods away for the night. Hopefully next week. I've got the joys of trying to edit this video. By the time I've got rid of all the crap, it'll probably be a short. I will try. Right, my friends, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Take care, dudes. Thank you.